The big blow has landed again, my people. Wahala don't burst, and the youth are not taking it lightly. Nigerian youth have gone agog over the latest trend of an NYSC core member who could no longer keep quiet. She came out boldly to lament about the terrible state of government and the inhuman treatment of core members. For years, core members have been treated as disposable tools sent to dangerous locations with no proper security, given mega stipend that can barely sustain them, and subjected to harsh conditions. All in the name of national service? How long will this continue? It has been gathered that a massive protest is brewing if care is not taken. The entire NYC core members across the country will soon hit the street to demand justice, fairness, and better welfare. The frustration is real. Young graduates are sacrificing their time, energy, and safety to serve a country that does not care about them. The government has turned deaf ears to their plight, and now the people are speaking up. Will this be the beginning of the biggest NYSC protest in history? Will the government finally wake up and do the right thing, or will they continue their pattern of silence and oppression? In this video I'm about to show you, I will break down everything, the reason behind the growing agitation, the details of the protest, and what major stakeholders have to say about the unfolding crisis. My people, the tension is real and the drama is about to unfold. But before we continue, welcome to Corner Eyes blog. If you're watching us for the very first time, kindly like, comment, and share the video across all social media platforms. And also don't forget to click on the notification icon so you don't miss any of our explosive updates. So stay tuned and I'll be back shortly. Welcome back to Corner Eyes blog. Several stakeholders have taken up the case of the NYSC lady who went online lamenting about her welfare as an NYSC core member. She boldly called out Tinubu, holding him accountable for his failure to make things easier for the citizen. In the midst of this, some NYSC executives allegedly called to threaten her, but unfortunately for them, they got exposed. The lady, not backing down, posted the conversation between her and executive staff, revealing that she was being threatened. This single act sparked a massive reaction, drawing the attention of many stakeholders, humanitarian activists, and influential figures from both the business and political world. The situation has become even more intense when Omoyele Sowore stepped in, taking up the case personally. Things have escalated beyond expectation, and this is no longer just one about core members. It's about the system's failure and the oppression of Nigerian youth. Let's watch this video so you can fully grasp what Sowore has to say about this explosive situation. Stay tuned and we'll be back shortly.
For no stated reason. We're here with a very competent actionist, Festus Ogun, saying justice with Jeno, and we summit there somewhere with us. So the LGI person, the woman who invited her, has not showed up since the start of work.
Responded.
So we try to reach her. She has also tried to reach her.
I wasn't trying to reach her.
The lawyers have tried to reach her. We can't find her. So we are thinking that maybe it's a good idea to go to the state secretariat in Surulere area of Lagos. Just want to give them a little bit more time to show forth, as lawyers will say, why she has been someone and nobody is there to attend to her. So this is Rita Ray here in Copper, who, due to the very serious economic conditions, tried out on TikTok, talk to Ray, TikTok handle, and asked Tinubu to do something about it. Based on that, she was summoned after she was threatened that someone would push her here. There was now someone to come and appear. That's why we accompany her here, so that she can get the best possible legal coverage and community support that they are watching and listening to us. We're in Lagos. We're outside here at the LG offices, and everybody involved in this matter seems to have responded. Everybody was nowhere to be found. So hopefully they will show up. She's in good hands and she's in good spirits as well. We're very proud of her for doing it. I don't know if one or two things to say.
We are principally here to dismantle the shackle of oppression and bullying that is typical of the Nigerian state and its institution. Like we've told her that there is no cause to worry. This that is happening is not unprecedented. It has happened before, and we've been able to courageously confront the system of oppression, and we've been able to defeat them without bowing on the altar of Baal. We are here today. The LGI cannot be found. The assistant cannot be found. They've all absconded. Maybe because they know what is.
Welcome back, my wonderful viewers. As if that wasn't enough, Rufai Oseni went furious over the reaction of the NYSC official who called the lady not to offer a solution, but to intimidate and silence her. Instead of addressing the real issue, the terrible welfare conditions of corps members, they choose to go after a frustrated young lady who only spoke a truth. It is how low the system has fallen. Rufai did not hold back. He called them out to justice, condemning their shameless attempt to shut her down instead of fixing the real problem. This is exactly why Nigeria remains in this space. When people speak up instead of change, they receive threat. Let's watch this video to hear Rufai's explosive reaction, because they are a hard-hitting message you wouldn't dare to miss. Stay tuned and I'll be back shortly.
Lagos-based National Youth Service Corps member Uche Ugwuamaye was trending over the weekend after she expressed frustration in a viral video on TikTok over the high cost of living in Nigeria. Ugwuamaye criticized President Bola Ahmed TINUBU, calling him a terrible president and questioning what his administration is doing to address the economic crisis.
Video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard. So I'm coming from the supermarket where I went to get foodstuffs, and everything has gone up again. It's just like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increment? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up? Is there going to be a particular time where things are going to go back? Guys, why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC copper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the allawee the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we will start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards.
All right, cute. It's not cute at all. Gen Z generation, they will speak. I mean, I feel like we're in the military era now at this point, because you know, in a surprise twist of events, shortly after that video gained traction, Ugwuamaye alleged in another TikTok video that she began receiving threats, reportedly from NYSC officials, pressuring her to take down her video.
So 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI. And for the secretariat, for the NYSC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Hold down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Hold down that rubbish. You are not Stop talking to your mate.
She called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYSC copper has to fill a file with your phone number and your address. I'm like, these people actually have my house address and they know where I'm staying. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. It is a statement, and I did not go on and start saying, oh, Tinubu, you're this, you're that. I just said he's a terrible president. Why is it a problem that the NYSC government, NYSC secretariat, or NYSC board will call me to threaten me? Like, why is that okay? That I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me?
Oh, this was so sad to see. Yeah. I mean, of course, reactions have trailed this video, and I'll start from Mr. Macaroni's tweet. He wrote on X, the DG coordinators and every official of NYSC, you cannot threaten, intimidate, or victimize any copper for expressing their view on the performance of the president. They are citizens with rights. The president is in office to serve the people, and every Nigerian, copper or not, has the right to hold their leaders accountable. Well, Peter Obi wrote a lengthy tweet, and I'll read his statement in part. He wrote, this pattern is not isolated. I, too, have been subjected to threats for daring to offer constructive suggestions and comments. I now face daily intimidation, harassment, and name-calling simply for expressing solution-based views on government policies. Such actions are antithetical to the principles of democracy. A government that silences its citizens is not democratic, or one that is subject to accountability and good governance, and is most often corrupt. I urge the current administration to reflect deeply on its approach to dissent and recognize that constructive criticism is a cornerstone of democratic process. To all patriotic Nigerians, our nation's future and development depend on our collective courage to speak out against misgovernance, injustice, and intimidation. I mean, this is a democracy, and I believe Peter Obi's tweet there, and even Mr. Macaroni, re-echoed the rhetoric right there online. But I believe that, there were some comments about whether or not, because she's an NYSC copper, she cannot make such comments against the state, because also in the video, I think she said something about Lagos State being a smelling state, and, I mean, I don't know where your thoughts are. Let me start with you.
Thank you for starting with me.
Why not?
All right.
Because
so
I know you're passionate.
I think one of the things that is a hallmark of good leadership and democracy is the ability to take feedback, criticisms, and use it as a tool or a platform to better. So when someone comes to my state, Lagos State, for instance, and I'm proudly Lagosian, and they say that your state smells, the first thing I'm doing is not, oh, keep quiet, you are evil for saying that. It's evaluate the situation. Is her statement true? Why has she come to say, why did she say that? So people come, even some people send me messages that, oh, you are a Lagosian, so you should be ashamed of yourself for not defending. It's not about defending. It's actually the love for the state that would make me want to see what outsiders perceive, and even inside people that live here. And if it's true, let's fix it. If Lagos is smelling, let's fix it. It's not a permanent thing. And we've often talked about refuse management, even the rivers and the streams. So it's her opinion, and she said that, and a number of people have also opined of the same thing. But now let me go to the main story around what you said about militarization of democracy, as we seem to see it in Nigeria. And it's such a sad situation. I'll take it from this angle. Ushe, as an NYSC, as a copper, would be in her early 20s, maximum. If you even look at her and the way she speaks, she's probably Gen Z. By the way, this is the Sorosoke generation. This is the coconut head generation. That's what they said during the NSAS. So if we're expecting the same reactions we used to from the millennials or baby boomers, wake up, Nigeria. Jima soon, like they'll say on the streets. Wake up. You don't handle their agitations or aggravations the way we used to do it in the past, so everybody is yes, sir, respect. They have changed. The world is a global village, so they're exposed to more cultures, they're exposed to more things, and so their reactions are different. You cannot silence this generation like that. There's now been a number of people coming out on TikTok, posting their own videos of their own experiences. Absolutely. If you think you're going to shut them down, guess what? They keep multiplying. We should learn from NSAS and not mismanage this. Having said that, we owe the youth an opportunity to speak out. We owe this lady an opportunity to express herself. As long as you're 18 years and above, you are an employer of the president. Absolutely. And he needs to recognize that. Criticism does not mean that you hate or you are a terrorist. It just means that your love for this nation would not make you keep quiet when you see bad things happening. Finally, we have seen a number of young people migrating abroad, and the president keeps going out to say that the young, our asset, greatest asset in Nigeria are the youth.
Yes.
Let's not lose our youth by coming hard, coming harsh and hard on them. Listen to them. They are the future. If they're saying things are bad, listen, take it as feedback, and even call them to a round table. Absolutely. Why are you spending money on a national youth conference if you're not willing to listen to the young people? If the young people take the platforms to speak, there's only as much as you can keep them quiet, and they should find that woman that threatened that woman. Nothing must happen to Shai.
The woman that threatened that woman, and I think it is very important. But in the video, she made a lot of, she complained a lot, and a lot of people could relate to that. Obviously, she talked about the price of egg. She also talked about electricity. When she came back, they brought her bill. She couldn't even believe that it had gone, like it was double. So one of the reactions, before I come to you, Rufai, one of the reactions that trailed the story is a 2022 video of President Bola Ahmed TINUBU, then the APC presidential candidate, promising to provide constant electricity in the first term of his administration if he was elected president. TINUBU said during the campaign that if he didn't deliver on his promise, he should be voted out. Let's take a look.
By all means necessary, you must have electricity, and you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. That's the truth. Unless I give you adequate reasons why I couldn't deliver.
All right. Electricity is one of the biggest problems at this point. I mean, in fairness to him, he's only done 18 months, right? So we are hoping that by the end of his first term, like President Bola Ahmed TINUBU has promised, this our Band A electricity issues will be resolved. Rufai, on fire.
It's done 658 days.
658, okay.
Days. See, Oji, I don't know why people that criticize the loudest, when you criticize them, it's like pouring atari on their body. It pepper and scratch them. In fact, people that criticize the loudest, when you criticize them, it's like pouring wirikbi. You know what they call it?
No, I don't know what that is.
Wirikbi. It's an itchy leaf.
Oh, really?
That we have, in Yoruba. It's called wirikbi. The same APC that shook Jonathan, did give him breathing space, that we're praising as the bastion of opposition. Now, they are acting like this wirikbi on their body when we criticize them. The truth is when we talk. Oji, please, if you had pointed out one lie in what that Rayi girl said, I will condemn her. All the things she said is perfect. Because now they are carrying propaganda, food prices are going down, as egg prices gone down.
No.
The food prices have gone down. Has it gone down back to the 2023 level that President Tinubu met it? What a lot of Nigerians are just saying is quintessentially what Mama Rufai Oseni, Christy Tayo Oseni will always say. And my mother will always say, unquote, Orisha bo le gbe mi, o je se mi bo ti ba mi. Dear deity, if you cannot make my life better, return it me to where you met me. What we are just telling President Tinubu is, at least ensure that the prices go back to the prices you met food stuff in 2023. The girl is complaining. The girl said this is the first time she's leaving her parents' home. And she has to pay bills herself. But she's now feeling what it is. Cross River Watch, I can't verify that story. I've not done it very good, but Cross River Watch was saying this girl's father was a former immigration official that passed because he too went out to protest as regards a case where Nigeria had failed them.
Really? Wow.
Yes, that's what Cross River Watch.
So she's an activist.
So that's what Cross River Watch was. But I've not independently verified the story. But I have to also, call Agba Jalingo and say, let's get to the end of that story. But when you look at it, she's talking about the things that are happening.
Yes.
And for those that have been criticizing her, that have been saying all sorts, that said, somebody also came out recently to say, and once you sign up for NYSC, it's part of your code. You must not speak against the government. That's not true. You know, some people, they misrepresent facts. When you check the code, NYSC Act Section 13, it's not an offense under the NYSC bylaws criticizing the president or the government. So please, those that are misrepresenting facts should forget it. And the same NYSC has the nerve, the unmitigated temerity to threaten this girl. This same NYSC that when you check one of their handbooks, they were telling you then that ensure you have somebody to call when they kidnap you so that you know how to pay ransom. People have been kidnapped in the NYSC. What did the NYSC do? Ayo, we shared a case the other day.
Thank you.
Till date, what has happened? A core member has been kidnapped. Did the NYSC do anything?
No, her parents had to pay for it.
Her parents had to pay for the ransom.
All right.
So this same NYSC, see, please, the truth is, I know criticisms can be like Wurikbe on the body of these people. But please, we are saying because we want the country to be better. I don't have anything against the APC or the PDP. We just want a better, if it's better, we'll be the first to praise you.
Constructive criticism is key.
Welcome back, my wonderful viewers. Nigerian youth are tired. This NYSC situation is just a reflection of the bigger oppression and suppression in this country. Everything is collapsing. No jobs, no good roads, no security, no hope. And now even core members who are supposed to be serving the country are being treated like slaves. The NYSC lady outburst didn't just come from nowhere. It is the pain and frustrations of millions of young Nigerians who have been abandoned by their own country. Imagine suffering through university, battling ASU strike, poor education, lack of electricity, and expensive space, only to graduate and be forced into a program that does not guarantee you anything. And instead of the government fixing this mess, they are more interested in silencing voices. That's why this has become a major issue, because for the first time in a while, the system is getting exposed. You want to quietly shut her up, but they got exposed instead. And now more people are paying attention. This is the same cycle we see every year in Nigeria. The leaders steal, the people suffer, and when someone complains, they try to silence her. It happened during NSAS, and it's happening now with NYSC. And if care is not taken, it will happen again and again until people say enough is enough. But my wonderful viewers, the real question now is, how much more can Nigerian youth take before they finally snap it? Anyways, I want everyone to leave your take in the comment section, while you also like, share, and click on the notification to get you notified on our next episode. Bye for now.